Welcome everyone to another video. In this one, I'm going to be looking at the old NeoPop emulator that emulates the Neo Geo Pocket. This is a very old emulator. It does, however, work very well with Windows 10. So if you guys have not tried this in the past and want to give it a shot, go ahead and open up our browsers. We're going to travel to one page for the emulator. So this will be in the description. So you just go ahead to this page, download this right here. If you want the added features of DG Voodoo, we're going to go ahead and travel also to this one. This one's not necessary. You can run it without this. If you do want this one, we will travel over to this website and we're going to download the latest version, 2.86.3. It seems that the issues the other version was having with the, coming up as a positive as a virus, they updated it to 86.3, so everything is good now. So just go ahead and download this one here. Go ahead and extract that to your computer. Once you're done with that, you can go ahead and close the internet browser, and let's travel over here. So we're going to have the folder that you have extracted the emulator to, and we're going to have this here. We're going to run the emulator stock as it comes without DG Voodoo real quick. The video may come out, in a smaller window just because it's not at 1920 by 1080. So when the emulator opens up, first, if you get this white window, just go ahead and hit Alt Enter, and you will get the window mode, and you can go ahead and set your options here. What I recommend, leave the system type to auto detect the language, obviously either English or Japanese, depending on what you speak. Your control settings can be set here. I recommend you set the buttons to this because they're a little bit off on the default. So if you want it to work almost like a, the Xbox controllers, try doing the B button on button 0 and the A button on button 2. So just, hit your buttons till you see this, and then this will be the option mode. This set it on mine's to the left one, upper left corner button, what they call L1. So if you want, go ahead and set it up with that, and you'll be able to change options, in the gameplay with that button, like switching weapons and things of that nature. So once you go ahead and have this matched, you can go ahead and hit OK. Obviously, your D-pad and keyboard settings are here, so you want to set that up, down, left, right on your joystick. Once you're done with that, you can go ahead and hit OK. You also have the options for auto fire for the A and B also, so go ahead and hit OK, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the other options. You have full screen, you just hit escape key, or you can do like I said with the Alt Enter. Your window size is here. If you want to keep the games looking small window, you can go ahead and leave these chosen here. Frame skip, I recommend you show all the frames so there's no stutter. If you want to mute it, you can go ahead and hit F8. And that's pretty much it with that one. The reset, you do have options here also for the paths. So these, you more than likely you just want to point at one time to the folder that has the ROMs inside the game directory. If you leave this updated, it will automatically look at the last place where you went. So that's also recommended to leave that on. Same thing for the states. Flash memory path will be default to the game directory if you leave it as it is standard on there. We have miscellaneous options. You can auto pause when the focus is lost. You can always on top, selection there, and you can switch to full screen width by stretching it. So that depends on your preference. Also, I leave that on. So let's go ahead and we'll just launch one of the recent games I had here. So let's do Metal Slug. So as you can see, if you don't do anything, it's going to stay in the windowed format. If you hit the escape key or the Alt Enter, you will get that full screen. We'll just let it run a little demo on its own here. There we go. So you can see the emulator does run very well. So this is how it would play for you stock without the DG Voodoo. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and close this. So if you guys are happy with it running like that, you know, you can stop watching the video. If you want to use DG Voodoo, stick around for another minute. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and select all the files from DG Voodoo. We're gonna go ahead and paste that into the folder that has the emulator. Once those files are in there, we're gonna go inside the MS folder, the x86 folder. We're gonna highlight all of these, copy those, drop those in the game directory. Once you're done with that, you can go ahead and delete 3DFX, Couple, Doc, MS, and Napalm. I had the reshape folder in here from before, so you guys should see that. So we'll go ahead and delete these folders here. And then once we're done with that, you should see your folder look like this. So let's go ahead and double click on DG Voodoo. Before we do that, preferably go ahead and go into the properties and go ahead and check the Run Program as Administrator option. And we'll go ahead and launch DG Voodoo, change some settings on there. Now my native resolution is 1920 by 1080, so that's what I have it set to. I have it using the GeForce. We can just go ahead and do this default. The default one is always going to be DG Virtual, so go ahead and leave that. If you have a modern computer, I recommend you set this to DirectX 12. If you like the scan lines, go ahead and click this section right here. We're going to do the aspect ratio CRT light to give you that CRT scan line. And then from there, we are going to go in here. If you do like the anti-aliasing, you can go ahead and activate that here. Let's go ahead and activate that and do the anisotropic at 16x also and see how that looks. Once we're done with that, you can go ahead and choose to either activate the DG Voodoo watermark or leave that off. And with those settings applied, we're good to go. We can go ahead and hit OK and launch the emulator here real quick. And we're going to see the differences right away. So if you get this screen, just go ahead and hit escape. So you get the window and you can go ahead and load your ROM or go back to the options I showed you earlier. So let's run the same game here. We'll go full screen, and as you can see, the scan lines that are affected. We'll go ahead and run it like that. So as you can see, it will look a little bit smoother, and it does stretch it out a little bit better to get your widescreen effect on here. So as you can see, the game runs just as well as it did before. And you got the benefits of the, couple of options with DG Voodoo. So with that said, that is it for the video. If you guys have any questions or comments, please post them in the comment section. And with that said, we will catch you guys on the next video. Have a great day. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. See you soon.